What's up, everybody? It's your boy at Crossover MMA. This weekend, July 27th, UFC 304, we have Leon Rocky Edwards faces Belal Muhammad. Now, you see the title of the video. Let's just get right into it. How Belal Muhammad can win at UFC 304. Belal Muhammad is one of the most resilient fighters in the UFC, set to face his biggest challenge yet in a rematch in the main event at UFC 304. Belal is known for his relentless pressure and grappling prowess. Belal aims to claim victory and cement his status as a champion. So we're going to look at what he needs to do in order to get a victory at UFC 304. So starting off, he's got to fight with relentless pressure and pace. Leon Edwards he's a tactical striker, and he wants to control the pace and the distance. If the fight is very pretty and Leon is very comfortable in the fight, you're going to have a tough time. And what you want to do is when you're competing against somebody, you want to make them uncomfortable, because when people are uncomfortable, that's when they make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, that's when you can capitalize. So I think that's going to be the name of the game. I mean, we saw in the first fight, we only got a little bit over a round, but in that round, you could see that when Belal was going back, he wasn't having any type of success at all. He even got rocked when he was going back against Leon in the first fight. But whenever Belal was doing something positive in the first fight, he was going forward. So he has to take that into this fight, and he has to start it from jump, and it has to be constant. He can't think about, oh, I gotta win the first round. It can't be that type of mindset. It's got to be, this first round's an investment till later in the fight, and you got to keep doing it over and over and over. And while doing it, he can't get hit clean, because I mean, Leon Edwards does have power, and he showed in the first fight that he can rock Belal. So he's gonna have to definitely be on his P's and Q's not to get hit clean. And then on top of it, Leon Edwards is very much a rhythm fighter with all the feints, the stance switches and everything. And Belal's going to have to make him uncomfortable. Has to happen. And like I said, just maintain that pace and the cardio, because he's been training over in Dagestan with Habib's team and the crew. And he definitely is going to need to implement that if he wants to be successful and become a champion. Number two, the effective grappling and takedowns, and it's going to be a lot of chain wrestling. So if the first takedown doesn't work, he's going to have to keep fighting, shooting again, staying in the clinch with Leon, and just wearing on him, draining that gas tank, try and get him tired, take away all the space, and you have to do it for 25 minutes. And that's what it's going to take, because if this fight is pretty and at range, Belal doesn't stand a chance. And I think he knows that. I think Leon knows that. And we all know that. So we're going to see very quickly if Belal's able to implement his game, because I see the first round kind of going how the first round in the first fight went, where Leon's a little more forward. He's dictating the pace to Belal, fighting at his pace. And Belal's just trying to get through it, survive, and then get to the second round, and then he starts to put his pressure and come forward and make Leon uncomfortable. Also, Belal's grappling in this fight can definitely neutralize Leon's striking if he stays on him. Don't let him get comfortable. Don't let him get settled. Just stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. Mixing up the takedown attempts with the striking. You got to keep Leon guessing. You got to keep him guessing. It's going to be tough, because Leon's going to got the excellent footwork, all the feints, the long strikes, and it's going to be tough. Like, Belal's going to have to eat some shots on his way in to get to him to close the distance. And that's just the reality of it. I mean, Leon's the bigger fighter, longer fighter, and Belal, that's just, he's up against it, and it is what it is, you know. He can't go in there and make excuses like Kobe Covington and think it's going to be okay and think he can get a win. That's not how it's going to go down. If you want to be a champion, you got to go get it. It's going to be a striking defense. It's going to be big because he can't just get pieced up on the feet, even though it's very, very possible. But he's going to have to move his head as he's walking in, as he's coming forward. He's going to have some head movement, because Leon Edwards is a very accurate striker. So you gotta get some head movement. And then on top of it, Leon attacks everywhere. Low leg kicks, body shots, body kicks, head kicks. So, I mean, you're gonna see a little bit of everything, and that definitely will make Belal's job much tougher to get to him. But you gotta be aware of the head movement. Gotta be aware. And then on the flip side, Leon doesn't leave a lot of openings on the feet. Like, he stays balanced. He doesn't overswing much. He stays within himself. But when he does present openings, you have to capitalize. You have to. You can't let them go by because they happen so infrequently. But when it presents itself, you have to be ready. You have to be ready to pounce at a moment's notice, because at the end of the day, one well-timed strike from Belal can change the fight, can turn the fight on its head. Somebody can get clipped. At the end of the day, it's MMA. Anything can happen. Anybody has a chance, and we've all seen it happen. So Belal's gonna have to go in there and just make it a dogfight at the end of the day. Take Leon to a place where he was in the second Kamaru Usman fight for the first 23 minutes of that fight. Belal's got to get him back to that point. Got to get him back there. And he's just got to hope that, you get into them championship rounds, and at that point, it's anybody's fight, And I think that's what Belal where he wants to be. I don't think he wants this to be a skill for skill type fight. I think Belal wants this to be a will against will fight. And Belal's going to try to fight the ego and the will of Leon Edwards and see if he can allow him to pull him into a dirty fight. And if he can do it, that's his path to victory. And he also can't get discouraged if Leon wins the first round, because Leon's going to come out early, setting the range, going to the body, the jabs, the kicks, and it's going to look very pretty. But Belal can't get discouraged. He's got to fight through it, get through it. Yeah, he's probably going to eat some shots, but that's what he signed up for, And my last point is just going to be the mental toughness, because just what I was just saying before, it feeds right into it. Belal's got to know, I got to walk through a few shots to get off and do what I want to do. And then when he gets there, he can't let Leon off the hook. If he gets Leon down and Leon gets up, he's got to make him work. He can't just let him get up all easy. He's got to make him work, and then try to take him down again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and you got to do it. And you just got to hope that you drain the gas tank. Belal can get Leon tired. Now we got a dog fight. Now it's anybody's fight. Anything can happen. And that's what we all want to see. We want to see guys compete and be challenged and be pushed. And Belal's earned his right to be in this fight. A lot of people, don't like his fight style, but at the end of the day, the man's just been winning. And at the end of the day, if you keep winning, you will find your way in a title shot, fighting for, immortality in a sense, to always be known as a champion. So that's how I look at this fight. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are as well. It's going to be a great card coming from Manchester, England. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more MMA content. And until next time.